And now, for a few quick announcements. Our sister congregation, Westvale Abbey, will be taking up donations for a new church and a new congregation. As during last week's service, a demon exploded from the floor, killing all inside. The elders of the Church of Athreos remain optimistic, though, that this should lead to a nice attendance boost in the number of spirits attending our church. Welcome to the Church of Athreos. Have a seat, sit wherever you would like, guys. Welcome. Hopefully we have a good service for you today. Welcome to the Church of Athens. We're going to play first. Let's see who we're up against, though. Tajic, Blade of Legion, alright. It's indestructible whenever it triggers Battalion. At least 2 other creatures attack. It's +5 until end turn. Okay, we are playing Athreos, guys. Let's check out our names. So we got Living Death, Swamp, Night's Whisper. We don't have white mana, but we have Dark Confidant and Living Death. I like this. We're going to keep. I like Night's Whisper, Dark Confidant. I love drawing cards and losing life. It's a lot of fun. But let's get down. We'll just go and get down Swamp. But yeah, this is if this is your first Athreos video, this is a very there's no straight win condition. We have Cleric Tribal in here. We also have Reanimator on Demon. We have Mass Graveyard Recursion, Black White Aristocrats. Just a good stuff deck, man. Sometimes we don't even get Athreos out, just because we want the creatures to go into the graveyard. So it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy playing it. Now we can't get down Vivid Meadow right now, but I may go ahead and we'll go to 6, draw 2. Yeah, we'll go and get down Vivid Meadow, and then we can at least play Urborg next turn. Because maybe we can Sin Collector if we want to. But yeah, this is one of my favorite decks to play, and if it wasn't for the church intro, because I enjoy doing the church intro. But if it wasn't for the church intro, I'd probably have a game of this every single week, man. I really enjoy playing it. So let's get down to Urborg, and let's see what our opponent's got cooking in the kitchen. Let's get some Sin Collector going. Now, with Sin Collector is enter the battlefield trigger. It's not separate whenever it leaves, so well, it's an exile effect. But there's certain ways you can sequence these creatures that have certain abilities to where you can sack the creature in response to their ability going on the stack, and you basically get that free effect. So we're going to click OK right here, see what they got in their hand. And when I play Magic Online, I still keep it like a small little notepad and a pen next to me. I like to keep it there. Or Incinerate, okay. Now, it's not going to really matter. He can Incinerate. This ability's still going to go on the stack, and there's no return, right? Yeah, so it's going to get exiled either way. So let's see, we've got Duplicant. We've got Fire Main Angel, Gucci Main Angel. We've got High Sentinels. We've got Jeskai Barricade, Mystifying Maze, and we've got a Plains. Let's check out the Mystifying Maze. Okay, Maze of Ith right there. Jeskai Barricade, Flash Defender. Okay, that costs 2. High Sentinels. Fire Main Angel. That one costs 6. And Duplicate costs 6. Okay. I write these down in their mana cost, that way we kind of know what our opponent can do on his turns. That way we can keep up with it. You know, if it's modern, I know the mana cost of different cards like that. But when you're playing a commander, there's a lot of cards in commander, so it's a little trouble to keep up with them. Alright, just what I was talking about. So Tide Hollow, it has an enter the battlefield trigger, so if we sack it in response, we get a free exile. So now if we cast it, we can exile a card from their hand, but if he gets rid of Tide Hollow, he'll get it back. And I'm tempted right now to go ahead and Night's Whisper. Maybe we can draw into our 4th land. We do not, but I like this nice little spread we got going on. We just need some mana. Yeah, we're going to go past the turn. So we've got, let's kind of organize our hand. Very creature heavy. So we've got O-Ring to deal with this commander, exile it. We have Necromancy on something in our graveyard. We can recast out Sin Collector if we want to. Ooh, we get a reprocess. Just to kind of slow him down, I may go and O-Ring his commander right now. Just because we're not making our land drop right now. But, so, same thing with Fiend Hunter. If we have a sack outlet, it'll enter the battlefield, exile target creature. Now, whenever it leaves the battlefield, you return that creature. So, if we have a sack outlet out there, we cast Fiend Hunter, his ability goes on the stack, then we sacrifice it in response, and then his last ability triggers, there's nothing to give back, so you get a free exile with that. Same thing with Tide Hollow. So it gets down Shard Phoenix, and you get down Mystifying Maze and Plains. Okay. Flagstones. I'll take that. It's better than nothing. So let's go. Now we can take his duplicates because he's right at 5 mana right now. We can take his high signals to kind of mess up his mana curve. Yeah, let's go. Let's go Dark Confidant. We're gonna get down Tide Hollow because we know he has duplicate, Fire Main, High Sentinels, and Jeskai Defender, or whatever the Jeskai was. There's one unknown in his hand. Okay, so we're gonna yield to that trigger, and let's see. What do you got cooking in the kitchen, man? Rogue's Passage. We're gonna add that on there so we know. And he'll be online to get down a 6-drop. If he wants to, he can duplicate to get rid of Tide Hollow and get his card back. But we also have Living Death, so we can get it up to where we can, if you get all these creatures out, we can just flip it. But so let's grab. I think I'm gonna grab Duplicant. That way he can't get it. Yeah, I'm gonna grab Duplicant. That way he doesn't have a way to get it back just yet, and he may have to spend some mana to get it going. But we also have Reprocess, and man, when I picked up Reprocess, I picked out the old. I always like to buy old Borderlands. That's not lands, but old border cards if it exists, just because to me it looks better. But as you can tell by my lands, my basics. But for some reason, Reprocess is just straight up black. What just happened? Oh, he Shard Phoenix. Okay. Which actually I'm fine with because then we'll have all of them coming out of the graveyard with Living Death. Yeah, I like that. So we're gonna get down next turn. And he can bring back the Shard Phoenix back to his hands. So we can get down Fiend Hunter to grab that one. Yeah, let's go Fiend Hunter. And then we're going to exile his Angel. Now this is where if we had a sack outlet, we would have gotten a free exile, and Fiend Hunter would have gone to the graveyard. But we don't, but we will take it now, because now he's going to spend something to get his Fireman Angel back. Alright, so he gets down Duplicate. And then his Fireman Angel comes back. Vault of the Archangel. Alright, now we do have... Let's see. So we'll get down Vault. We can Living Death right now, but we don't have that big of a graveyard. So let's go for... I get down the Necromancer just because I love Necromancer with all the clerics and the humans on this one. Let's go black, and then white. Get down Eiley. And we're at 36 right now, so if he swings in for 4 in the air, you know, it's not the end of the world. What is this? Being able to keep it 5 minutes in graveyard or on the battlefield, gain 1 life. Okay. But yeah, the only thing we're really missing for a big graveyard recursion is like a Sack Outlet and Blood Artist. But if he gets a lot of fun stuff going on his side of the board, we can definitely Living Death. And we can also, well, Eiley, she doesn't, you can sack another creature, so you can't actually sack herself, but we can at least get the Necromancer into the graveyard. And then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll have a whole graveyard of all creatures right there. Ooh, we get into the Sack Outlet. Okay, let's go. We also have Reprocess. I think what I want to do is let's get down Blood Throne. And we can use her to sack both these creatures to gain life. Let's go ahead and get down Athreos too. Yeah, that way we can be the most efficient with our mana. So let's get down Athreos. Okay. And we are online for devotion, but let's get to his turn, and then we can kind of do some living death math, not math, but figure out what we got going on. So he flashes in Jeskai Barricade, enters the battlefield. You may return target creature card. You may return another target creature you control to its owner's hand. Okay, and talk about cool art right there, man. I love that. That is a really cool card. And if we're worried about living death when Athreos is a creature, we can sack away from devotion, so he'll be an enchantment, and then we'll turn him back on after all the creatures come back out. Okay, so he's coming in for 7, drops it down to 28, or 25, excuse me. And now we can try and swing in next turn, get a little bit of combat damage, and then living death after that. But we can also set up a really nice reprocess. It won't be that big. We'll have 3 creatures. Herald of Anafinza. When you activate Herald's Outlast ability, put a 1/1 White Warrior. Okay. Yeah, the more creatures he gets out, the happier I am with our living death. So, drawn to planes. Okay, let's see. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 mana. We can go ahead and swing in. Now, if we reprocess right now, we can reprocess for 3. That'll get them all into the graveyard. He's a 0/4 blocker and a 1/2. Let's go ahead and swing in with Athreos. I really don't want Herald in the graveyard. Yeah, so we're going to go and swing in with Athreos. Well, we do have Vault of the Archangel. But yeah, I don't want all those creatures in the graveyard. I want all of our stuff to go in the graveyard. So let's go swing in with Athreos. And then we can... Oh, he's got Mystifying Maze. Duh. I knew about that. And yeah, that'll get bounced back. Okay, that gets exiled. Duh, I even knew about that. It's one of those things where you start talking and you miss it. Now, what I may do is... Now, if we reprocess for 2, it's not going to be that good. But I really want to keep a sack outlet. So he could be swinging in for, let's see, 7 next turn. And his commander doesn't have haste right now. So let's go. I'm going to reprocess for... Well, I definitely want to keep the sack outlet. Yeah, let's go for 2. And if we can actually sack an extra land, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so we can sack one of our lands. So let's go Necromancer, Eiley, and I want to leave the sack outlet up, and then... Do you want to sack a land? It'll be an extra card, but if we draw in a creature, we won't be able to play it. No, we'll be okay. We get a Necromancer dies, we get a 2/2 zombie. Okay, and then okay, I like this. So we have Esper Panorama. So next turn he's gonna swing in for, it's gonna be at least 7 in the air, and then we have Blood Throne that we can sack to take care of his Herald, sacking the zombie to give it a bonus. And then once we Living Death, we can follow it up with a Lord of the Void, Void coming over the top. I like that. Ooh, Skull Clamp. I love playing with Skull Clamp. It's a very fun commander card to play with, but when your opponent gets it out, you're just like, kind of grit your teeth for a little bit. You're like, yes, that is a legal card. And that's just nasty with Herald of Anafinza. Alright, so he's going to get to draw 2 cards off of that. But luckily, he's pretty much just tapped out. I can't remember if he made his land drop for the turn. Get it on there. And even though he's swinging in with 3, we could block and pump if he swings. Okay, he's not swinging right there. So we're looking at 4, 8, 21. We'll go down to 17. And okay, so we draw into Demonic Tutor. So we'll have, let's play the Esper Panorama. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we do have enough to Demonic Tutor, but we won't be able to, excuse me, we won't be able to cast that creature card. So let's, Athreos will be turned on. So let's go ahead and we're going to sack Blood Throne, and we can use Demonic Tutor next turn. Alright, so Blood Throne goes into the graveyard. So we're going to go ahead and Living Death right now. Let's go black, black. Oh, that feels good. Oh, yeah. And we're going to do that. We're going to go Tide Hollow. Actually, yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter how we stack it. So we'll go Tide Hollow targeting him. Sin Collector. See what he reveals. We're going to grab Reverberate. He's got some nice stuff in here. Suture Priest. Okay, so we're going to take Reverberate. We're going to activate Blood Throne, sack the Tide Hollow. So we get a Athreos trigger. See if he pays for the Athreos trigger. He doesn't. Okay, Blood Throne goes up. Now this is a free exile from Tide Hollow. So what is going to give us the most trouble? Sunblast Angel. Enters battlefield, destroy all tapped creatures. Silver Blade. Mangara. Duplicant. I feel that Sunblast, if we're going to start attacking, I mean, we might not attack, but I feel Sunblast would complicate things going forward. Yeah, let's get rid of Sunblast. So that's a free exile right there. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and swing in. Swing with Athreos coming in hot. And I think that's 10 commander damage. I can't remember if he blocked last time. No, just 5. Okay. So we're looking at 5 commander damage from Athreos. And he's going to gain a life from Fireman Angel in the graveyard. Now he does have his Shard Phoenix, and so he can blow our entire board, but we'll at least get all those Athreos triggers. And we do have Eiley. We can activate her to sack a creature and gain life to this toughness. So what we can do is, if he activates Shard, we can use Bloodthorn to sack everybody, or at least sack the 3 guys out here, and gain toughness equal to the amount that Bloodthorn gets. So he's swinging in right now for 3, drops us down to 14. Now we do have Necromancy. Necromancy can be cast on, I'm pretty sure, from a graveyard. Yeah, sorry, it's a wall of text right there, but I was pretty sure. I just wanted to confirm that. So we do have, okay, so let's do that. So we're going to sack Dark Confidant because we're going to gain, we'll get a zombie from that, get the Athreos trigger. See if he pays for it. He doesn't, so we get Dark Confidant back in our hand. Get that zombie. We're going to go and yield to Blood Throne. Sack the zombie. See if he pays for the zombie token to go back to our hand. Sack the Sin Collector. Sin Collector goes back to our hand. We're going to get another zombie. sack the zombie. Well, and I'm doing this to gain a bunch of life. But we do have Dark Demonic Tutor. We can get into Rally, so I don't really mind some of these creatures being in the graveyard. Because I just realized it's going to be 2 damage to each creature. So we at least need to sack the Necromancer. Get the 2/2 zombie. And yeah, I'm probably going to go ahead and use Eiley to sack the Blood Throne. Because we are at 14 against a red-white deck. I feel a little bit better doing that. And we're going to sack the Blood Throne. Go to 27. Alright, and we're left with Eiley right there. Now, as far as next turn goes, we do have Dark Confidant. We do have Demonic Tutor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 mana, so we can get out some Lord of the Void action, which I may like that. Let's see if he pays for the trigger for Eiley. Does not. Okay. He had a really creature-heavy hand, so I'm feeling really good about getting down Lord of the Void right now. So let's get on Command Tower. Now, as far as stuff in his graveyard, we could, yeah, let's get on Lord of the Void. Feeling some demon action. This will make Athreos really happy. And then tap for black. There we go. Lord of the Void coming in hot. Alright, now with Lord of the Void, we're going to be able to swing him for 7. If it deals damage. And whenever it deals damage, he's going to exile the top 7 cards of his library, and then we get to put a creature card from them onto the battlefield under our control. Now, we do need to close it out. We are at 11 minutes. Sometimes I get ahead of myself with as far as chat goes and lose track of the clock. So we're at 10 minutes. So we got, he gets on, yeah, he had Duplicate in his hand. So he duplicates our Lord of the Void. Okay. Swinging in for 5. Get into Mana Crypt. Let's Demonic Tutor right now. We've got a color shifted Mortify in there. Now, what do we want to grab? I do have Damnation. We can blow his board up, take for his Flame Tongue, his Duplicate, he'll draw an extra card. We do have Rally, but that's not a whole lot going on in the graveyard. We can get some Path action. Now, if we get down Edgewalker, we'll be able to get down... Well, Sin Collector will come in cheaper than normal. Now, we can Demonic Tutor for Entomb, put one of our Reanimator targets into the graveyard, like Reaper from the Abyss. And then if Morbid's online, we can... We don't have a way to trigger Morbid. I may go for a Damnation right now, just kind of reset. Where is it? There we go. And let's get down some Dark Confidant action. And I'm going to hold off on Mana Crypt right now, just because, all we're going to do is lose. We can play it for free next turn if we want to. I'm going to save it until when we need it, because I'd hate to lose to some Mana Crypt triggers at this point in the game. Suture Priest, okay. I like Suture Priest. So, the reason I like Athreos so much is when I got into Magic, I built like an Immortal Servitude deck, and it was black-white, and it had Suture Priest, Blood Artist, Blood Throne. So this is why I feel at home in this deck right here. I love it. I love some Aristocrats action. Artifact creatures and lands your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. Okay. Let's see what we flip. Viscerous Seer. Thraben Doomsayer. Now we can kind of deploy our creatures out, and I think we'll be able to turn on Devotion for Athreos. So let's go Thraben Doomsayer. And then we're going to lose from Suture Priest. Let's get down Necromancer. Actually, let's get down Sin Collector. And we do turn on Athreos. Vandal Blast, which we don't have any artifacts to worry about. Decree of Justice. Yeah, I'm gonna go and exile that bad boy. And if we get down Mana Crypt, we can get down Necromancer and Viscerous Seer. Yeah, I'm tempted to do that. We're gonna leave it all on the belt. Oh yeah, it comes into play tap, duh. And then we'll get Viscerous Seer. I like having a sack outlet. Alright, so we're gonna swing him right now for 5. If he blocks with Loxodon, he's going to draw 2 cards. They'll get rid of the tap clause, which I'll be happy with. And if he blocks with Suture Priest, then we'll get rid of the end of the battlefield trigger. And if he doesn't block at all, we're going to hit him for 5, knock him down to 22, which I'll be happy with. So I'm happy with this swing either way. And then hopefully we can start kind of grinding it out with some Thraben Doomsayer. And if we get into one more tutor, we can get into some Rally the Ancestor, bring everybody back with a sack outlet. Yeah, I like that. The only thing we're missing is Blood Artist, though. That's Blood Artist or Zulaport. But hopefully we don't lose ourselves to Mana Crypt and Dark Confidant trigger. But hey, you gotta fly close to the sun sometimes to win the game. Excuse me. But yeah, we're getting a Human from Thraben next turn. Dark Confidant flip. Gets down Solemn. I don't know what it is, man, but Solemn, I just call him Sanctum all the time, and maybe you've noticed it in some other videos, and maybe I'm bringing it up now and you'll notice it more, but like, if I'm trying to like talk about stuff really quick, I'll just call him Sanctum, and I have no clue where I'm getting that from. I don't know, man, but like, it's just such a struggle. I want to call him Sanctum, and just, that's going to be his nickname from now on, just Sanctum. So if you've seen this video and in the future you hear me call him Sanctum, that's why, man. I don't know, it's just, I've just always called him that since I started Magic. Okay, so he gets down Mangara. Now, he can tap to exile target permanent. Now, if he chooses one of our creatures, we have Viscerous Seer to activate in response, so we can definitely get rid of that. Alright, let's see what we flip with Dark Confidant. Hopefully something good. Now, we do have Necromancer we can get down next turn and get another... Turn our Thraben... Yeah, I like that, man. Turning our humans into zombies. Sounds pretty cool. So let's go Mana Crypt. Let's go Tails. Always choose Tails. Lots of flips. We're 0 for 1 for our Mana Crypt triggers. Hopefully we don't flip a Reanimator target right now. Westvale Abbey. Ooh, yes. Oh, yeah. Okay, so how do we want to do this? So we can get down Necromancer, and when we sack any humans, and since he got rid of his Loxodon, our creature don't enter the battlefield tapped. Now, if we flip Profane Prince, he's going to have Lifelink, and he has no blockers in the air. So let's put a human. And I want to get in some lifelink action. And so we're going to go ahead and activate sack 5 creatures. So we'll go 1, 2. Well, instead of the Prince, we can swing in and activate Vault of the Archangel. Kill all of his creatures, gain a bunch of life. So we're looking at 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're looking at 12 coming across. Now, if we activate Westwall Abbey, we're going to sack 1, 2, 3, and 4. That'll be 5 zombies. And coming in hot, we'll turn off Devotion for Athreos. I'm going to swing in and leave up Vault right now. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to go and swing in hot. Let's see how he blocks. Okay. Oh, man, I was looking at a Skull Clamp trigger, and I meant to activate Vault, but, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I just had a major brain fart right there. I was just staring at the computer screen. I meant to activate Vault to gain a bunch of life off that, but we'll be okay. And let's go ahead and get down Necromancy on his duplicates. Yeah, I so meant to activate Vault right there, but I just I don't know. I was just in I was in the passenger seat on that one in my head. So we're gonna Necromancy on duplicate to get rid of his Mangara. Yeah, I like that. All right, so duplicate, and then we're gonna exile Mangara. Okay, so now he's just left with Suture Priest. And we can still, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we have 4. We don't have enough mana to activate that, but Vault on his turn. But now, if we're worried about our life total, we have a Mana Crypt trigger that's coming across for 3. We can flip the Prince next turn. We can make another token from Thraben Doomsayer, so that's going to be 1, 2, 2 humans, 3, 4, 5. That'll be 5 zombies that we'll get. Now, if he brings back his that bird, I can't remember his name right now, and he deals 2 damage to each of our humans, it's going to trigger for all of our. We'll have a bunch of zombies from that, so we'll still be online for Westvale Abbey next turn. So let's see if he activates right now. Because that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll be 5 zombies that we're getting. Because it all trigger all at once. Now we'll lose Devotion for Athreos, but we can at least have Westvale Abbey to come in hot. Put Skull Clamp on there. We're getting to the 5-minute mark. We gotta speed this one up. We're dirtling too much. And yeah, that's an activated ability. It deals 2 damage to each creature without flying. Okay. So we'd have to watch out for that if he activates it when we're swinging in. But I'll probably, if he doesn't do it right now, we'll probably just go for Westvale Abbey. But it's in crunch time right now. I want to close this one out. Okay. And do we want to sack Dark Confidant? Yeah, I think we're going to do that. I'd hate to flip like something and just ugly lose the game because of a Dark Confidant trigger. Oh, and it goes back to hand, so we can still cast it and get an extra zombie trigger. Windsoak Heath. I'm going to put that on the bottom. We don't really want that. Alright, so still our Mana Crypt trigger. He's probably trying to figure out if he wants a shard right now. Okay, so he goes for the shard. That's going to be now, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll get 4, that'll be 5 from the Suture Priest. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Because it's going to take care of his suture Yeah, yeah, I'm okay with that. Is there anything we want to sack in response? Yeah, let's go ahead and sack the duplicant. We're going to scry one, put that on the bottom. And then we'll go ahead and sack Viscera Seer. Yeah. I guess we could have sacked the zombie tokens. We're at 4 minutes right now, so I'm trying to just get it going. Marsh Flies. Man, we can just tons of lands on top. Okay, so we're going to get all these triggers. F7, get these bad boys on the stack. And since we have Viscera Seer and Dark Confidant, we can activate... we can at least cast one of them with those 4 zombie triggers out there. There's 4 zombie tokens. Now we can swing in and activate Arch Vault of the Archangel this time, and we'll knock him down to 8, drop him down to 19. We'll gain 9. Let's use Tails. Also flip 0 for 2 on our Mana Crypt triggers. Now if we flip the Prince, looking at 9 lifelink. Let's get down Sin Collector. And that'll still leave enough. No. Yes, that'll leave enough. Take his Vandal Blast. Activate Westfell Abbey. 1, 2, 3. Man. I'm sorry, guys. I counted the wrong land on that one. Crud. And we're at 3 minutes. Ugh. Okay, so let's get down. Let's get down Necromancer. Get down Viscera Seer. Oh, we had Isolated Chapel in our hand. Oh my gosh. Guys, we're falling off the rails right now. Alright, so let's swing in with Athreos. Sorry, guys. Man, I get to 3 minutes, and it's like I just forget how to do the game of Magic. So, we had Mana Crypt over there, too. Forgot about it over there. Okay, let's get down Thraben. Okay. And I didn't swing in with the... Oh, my gosh. Swing with the zombies. He goes for the Mana Crypt trigger. Yeah, man, I make mistakes when I rush like that, so I do apologize. I think we didn't swing him with the zombies. We just swung him with Athreos. We're at 3 minutes, so we're going to have to try and grind this one out. He does have Mystifying Maze. Let's see what he does. He does have access to Mystifying Maze. But as far as coming across, we got 5, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So we've got 20 coming across. And then we can gain life off Westwell Abbey, trading like Viscera Seer and the zombies. And we can make an extra human. Yeah. Okay. We can re-rack. Sorry, guys. That I was not proud of that last gameplay that we just went through. I just, man, I'm trying to put the cart in front of the horse right there. But I've enjoyed playing this game very much so far. I just, I hate to misplay, but nobody's perfect. I'm not some magic god out here. I'm a blue collar magic person. I like to have fun, so just get a little ahead of myself sometimes. But we do have 3 minutes, so it's getting down to crunch time. Gets down the flute. Okay. Now we're in F6 mode right now, and I'm just going to close this commander out because he ain't got us down. Okay. Mana Crypt, we're going to choose Tails. Lots of flip, over 300 Mana Crypt triggers. So we're going to put a 1/1 human onto the battlefield. And... what? I don't know, what is the bonus from? I feel like... I'm trying to... is there something I don't know about in the graveyard? Like where we just got this bonus, other human... I don't know. Okay, we're just gonna swing in. Swinging in hot right now. Oh, Fateful Hour got turned on. Look at that mana crypt. Okay, I'm so confused. I was so confused what just happened. Okay, so we exile Athreos. Man, Fateful Hour coming in hot. Okay, we closed it out with Fateful Hour. Guys, this is a fun video for me, so I apologize for the misplays that I made, but Church of Athreos is one of my favorite extra plays, so I'm going to go and post it because we won with Fateful Hour, man. How awesome is that? Alright guys, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks guys.